here to demo my AI agent, which I made for the healthcare industry challenge number 1. In order to do this agent, I had to create 3 different ones based on the requirements. The first agent, being the post-discharge nurse agent, is the one that actively monitors patients' recovery and asks questions based on an assessment questionnaire that is based on a specific illness, which I researched, which is diabetes. And depending on the answer of the user, will be assessed whether whether everything's okay, everything's going well, or something needs to be reviewed by the hospital staff, or a condition needs to be escalated immediately. Then the recovery Q&A agent is the one that has pre-approved answers to common questions that the user might initiate, and the med reminder agent is the one that has the prescription list of all the medications that a diabetes person would have. The recovery Q&A agent and the med reminder agent are already connected to the post-discharge nurse agent, which is the one that I would want users to use. Let's begin with one of the quick prompts. I don't feel well. What should I do? To ask a question about the person's condition, and let's say I have some nausea and vomiting, which at some level is normal, but if it's excessive, then it's not. And so now it's triggering the knowledge of the assessment. So are you able to keep fluids down? And if I said no, then it would escalate to the hospital staff, and then it should. Okay, so hospital staff is being immediately escalated. Now let's say I want to ask a general question that me as a user want to ask. I want to go back to working out. When can I do that? And this is actually, so it's not able to provide guidance on resuming working out after experiencing nausea and vomiting, which is actually adapting its answers based on my input. And so if I say, what about after I don't have nausea and vomiting? Anyway, it's not working really well. It was working so perfectly just a few days ago. I'm going to start again. Just say, hello. Okay, let's do it. So it does recognize what it can do. And so I'm just going to prompt it this time. Initially, I never had to prompt it. It was proactive. So even with my first interaction, it would start asking me the questions. But this time, I had to prompt it for some reason. And before, it was also able to break out of the workflow of the assessment if I reported that I had a condition that I wanted to ask about, or had a question, and it would go back to the Q&A agent to answer the question, and then automatically, after answering my question, it would go back to continuing the assessment protocol, which is what I wanted to do. It also remembers previous guidelines or previous knowledge that I had given it, even though I already deleted it and uploaded new ones or created new guidelines. But for some reason, it still remembers what I did. So this is it.